Alright guys, welcome to the channel. We'll shoot with one light today on a canvas backdrop to get shots just like these with model Anastasia. We're using a Flashpoint Explorer 600 Pro with a Glow 48-inch softbox. There's the Cloud Studios backdrop. I'll leave a link below to where you can get that at. I do have a discount code if you want to use that. Anna and I put this little outfit together today. I've got lots of clothes actually in the studio, so we kind of just throw some stuff together, put some bracelets on, some necklaces. Those accessories always help to add interest to the outfit. So normally how I set up the cloud backdrops or any of my canvas backdrops is I will use a couple C-stands, and here I'm explaining to the model. I don't know why she would need to know, but I'll use a couple C-stands here, and I will just I leave my canvas on the dowel, and so I can just drape the dowel over the top of the crossbars on the C-stands and get them to the appropriate height, and we're good. And then I'll get another canvas and put it on the ground. I've got that brown one just to emulate the ground so it's not the studio floor, right? And rather than try to attach your softbox to the light after it's mounted, attach the light to the softbox on the ground first and then hoist it up onto the mount. Makes things a lot easier. All right, let's get going, and thanks for joining. We may do some, remind me because I'll forget, we'll get shooting. We may do some like right up against it. I usually shoot out here to where there's separation, but we could do something where you're kind of like that, Let's start out with that, because if we don't, I'll forget. Yes. So, exactly. So with you right against there, I think I'm not going to use this. I'll leave it here though. And I think I'm just gonna use the one light. Sort of, I like that. Yeah, kind of right here, and it's the way it's pointed right now. It's coming just right by you, but this light will expand and go out like that, right? So we'll try that. See?
We called it, yeah.
I know myself.
He knows those things.
Yep. All right, so B, I'm gonna turn off. A, I'm gonna set at 1/16, and maybe I bring it even closer to you. Go to the side like you were, because I really, that's how I wanna, like, turn that way for me. And let me just see what we're getting. And then just kind of look towards me, yeah, just like that. Okay. Yeah. Let me change this back. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so. Get knees up, okay? That's beautiful. Let me get back up some. I'll get you full length. Good. Quickly, here's how I edit these photos. In EVOTO AI, I'm pretty much 100% into this program at this point. It's got everything that I need. You can see we've got the basic color adjustments panel, which is similar to a Camera Raw or Lightroom. It's pretty much got all of those features. I don't want to say all, but most of them that I need. It has all of them that I need. So I'll hit the space bar, and that is the before and after. So there's the before. And there's after, a little bit underexposed. I usually shoot under, and then I'll come over here and I'll bring the highlights up and the shadows. This time I brought the highlights up quite a bit. I could probably tone them down just a little bit. We've got, the light coming in from the left, so it's a little bit hotter on this side. If we wanted to, we could come over here and come into masking, and we could do a linear gradient, right? So I hit click on custom, and that's where you'll find your linear and radial gradients. I could do a linear gradient if I wanted to tone down those highlights, and I just click and I drag the gradient in over here, right? And then if I want to tone, say, the highlights down, I go over to basic and I bring the highlights down just like this, and you can see it tones it down on the left just a little bit and brings back some of that detail, okay? All right, so we've done the basic color adjustments. What else could we do to this image? Well, she doesn't have any problems with freckles or acne or anything like that, but we do have a couple things, a little bit of rosiness on the cheeks there and the forehead that I might want to tone down, right? And then we've got this reflection in the glasses from the softbox. You may or may not like that. I'm not sure. I left most of them. I left it in there, but if it bothers you, you can definitely take it out. So let's start with the rosiness in the cheeks. So let's look for a feature. I'm going to hit Control or Command F. That's the find. You could also hit this search bar up here. And I'm looking for Unify Face Complexion, right? And you can see here, watch down to the right at the bottom, and you can see right there it brought it up and highlighted it. I wish you would bring it up a little bit higher. It's way down here at the bottom, but there it is, Unify Face Complexion. Okay, so I'm going to close this box. Let's bring it up a little bit. And right here, now watch the face as I bring this over to 100, okay? Over to 100, and boom, it totally got rid of that rosiness. We have just a little bit left, so if you think you might have gone too far, which 100 usually is too far, I'll bring it back to say 60, and we have a little bit of rosiness, right? But we didn't kill it altogether, so I'm going to leave it there. I like that. The other thing, maybe the elephant in the room for you, is the reflection in the sunglasses. I mean, you can mitigate that in post with this feature. I'm going to hit Control Command F again, and I'm going to look for glasses, and there's eyes, remove glasses, glare. Now look at the panel on the right side, and you can see it highlighted. It brought it up to the middle that time. So in camera, I mean, you can mitigate that by, if she looks down a little bit, the reflection will go away, okay? And I think I have a shot maybe where she did see that. If she looks down, you can see the softbox is up higher, and it's not going to be in there. Alternatively, when she's looking, you know, straight on, like we had her here, you could raise the softbox up higher, put it up higher so that it doesn't catch when she's looking straight on. But then you're kind of messing with your lighting. You know, your mileage may vary. You can put it all the way off to the side too, but it's kind of tough to do that sometimes and get the lighting that you want when you're getting those reflections. So if you can't get it, you can come in post, and now we can go to this right here, remove glasses glare. I'm just going to bring it all the way over to 100, and boom, it's gone. Okay, so there you go. So these are a little bit too dark, but let's keep that vibe. I love it. So I'm going to go back to where we were. And then go closer to the wall for me again, or the backdrop. Yep. Kind of how we started. Yep. Oh, I love this. See, I'm getting you a little bit out of your element. You're not used to just like doing natural.
Right? I guess I need to work on the natural. It's just crazy that it's natural.
And then you can, you know, when I say natural, what I mean is I'm looking for more like candid shots like we did earlier, like just adjusting. You can play with your necklace, play with your hair, stuff like that, where I'm just like catching you when you're not ready, you know what I mean? And then eyes to the camera, just like that. Right. Yep. Yeah, that was cute. Good. Look over to your right again, off to the side. Yep. Good. So I want to get, so we're getting some blur in the background, yeah. So let's bring you forward now, like I was talking about earlier, and we'll put you about right here. And I'll move this light out a little bit. Right here like this. And we're gonna get some more details. Let's do that. And I may move the light around, so I'm going to come in. Yep, perfect. This is cute. I like this. I think you're going to like these.
I'm excited. I like how it's giving like little detail, like a little bit.
Yep. Let me come in tight. Perfect. I'm going to get full length. Full length is going to look good. Hold that. Back here in the clothes. And then you can laugh too a little bit.
You said that. Yeah, because when you said out here in the clothes, it made me laugh.
You just got to, like, sometimes I'll say something ridiculous and you can laugh. And then you're looking over that way and you're like, what in the hell is going on over there? And look at them, they look stupid and what are they doing, right? So you get a little laugh, right?
I'm good.
And so I get sort of, this is after the smile, and we get that smize in the eyes, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
And then that's the smile, right? And then that's the smile.
Because I'm laughing.
See, I like these because it looks natural to me,
Yes.
right?
It looks like I'm almost sitting on the wall. Wow.
Oh, it's cleaning up the background. We don't want it to do that on these, but if you hit the space bar, it'll show you the before. Hold it down, yeah.
Nice.
So that's what it'll actually look like.
And then it.
I got a preset on there, yeah.
Oh, how beautiful.
It works better on like plain paper.
Right?
Let's see, those are shorts underneath, right? Let's do some like sitting.
Yes.
And then we'll call it. Let's see. Yeah, that looks really good. Let's see, you could kind of do to the side like this, you know? Yeah, and then you don't have to worry so much about what the dress is, I mean the skirt is doing, you know? Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And then scooch just a little bit that way for me. Yep, there you go. Nice. We're getting some abs now.
Abs. I know that made me laugh. It was funny.
And do that same thing with the leg up, maybe like you're, I don't know if you can reach that far, like you're pulling your boots on or something. Yep. How high can you get that leg?
This high.
Yeah. And then you're laughing because it's funny.
Because it is kind of funny. That's a really good shot. Details. Y'all see this? Oh, look. You can see everything.